Do you feel you're in a better place now?
Yeah. I became a dad in 2017 for the first time.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And it was the hardest time of my life. You know, I found it really, really tough. And you know, I grew up without my father, and I've not had a father to look up at, and now I've got a child, you know, looking up at a father, and I don't really know how I'm dealing with this, and I really struggled with my emotions at that time. And that's something that I wanted to ask you as well. You know, there's a lot of pressure, you know, for so many dads and so many men across the country. When you're struggling, who do you go to? Where do you go?
Yeah, so I mean, I can relate to what you're saying, Marvin. I mean, having children is, you know, the biggest life-changing moment. It really is. And I agree with you. I think when you've been through something traumatic in life, and that is, like you say, your dad not being around, my mother dying when I was younger, your emotions come back in leaps and bounds, because it's a very different phase of life, and there's no one there to kind of help you. And I've definitely found it very, you know, at times overwhelming. Me and Catherine particularly, we support each other, and we go through those moments together, and we kind of evolve and learn together. But I do agree with you. I think emotionally, things come out of the blue that you don't ever expect, or that maybe you think you've dealt with. And so I can completely relate with what you're saying about, you know, children coming along. It's one of the most amazing moments of life, but it's also one of the scariest. Just say your dad would be very proud of you. He would. And you'll
Your mum would.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You'll make all the right decisions. I know you will. I can see the kind of man you are, and you're going to be absolutely fine. You'll be a great dad.
Me personally, I grew up in a family where it was kind of seen that the way it is that you don't give away too much emotion. You keep things to yourself. You maybe don't engage too much together in an emotional kind of way. And I try and come away from that, but I think some of those things are kind of within. And I think opening up, talking about other people's experience is the only way to start approaching it. It's an important thing, and I think something that we're all much more aware of now, and there's probably a lot more to do.
I wonder if you suffered with anxiety, obviously, because you've got people looking at you 24/7.
There's no doubt about it. I mean, certain days, especially certain speeches as well, when I was growing up, you definitely get a bit of anxiety about it. You're like, oh, this has got to go right. There's a lot of watching, and you can see certain people. Weirdly, the sort of thing that helped me, which I didn't actually realise at the time, was I wearing contact lenses.
Yeah.
My eyesight started to sort of tail off a little bit as I got older, and I didn't used to wear contacts when I was working. So actually, when I gave speeches, I couldn't see anyone's face.
What?
And it helps, because it's just a blur of faces.
Oh my God.
And because you can't see anyone looking, I could see enough to read the paper and stuff like that, but I couldn't actually see the whole room. And actually that really helps with my anxiety. You know, you're there going, I've got to get this right. Yeah, I've got to get this right, I've got to nail this. You know, you've got to project, you've got to get all the things right. And I didn't realise at the time, but looking back, I'm like, that's what helps, because I couldn't see everyone's eyes. You don't feel like the whole weight of the room is watching you.